I'm standing here on the Byron Ledge in between Kilauea Crater, Kilauea Caldera, and Kilauea Iki, and this is Kilauea Iki, looking at here with this 1950s lava flow that filled in part of the crater. Panning to the right here, there's the hill where the last eruption occurred on this spot. Some interesting things here. You can see the large blocks that have slid down. This happened as the outer cooled, but the interior was still warm. Kind of a rare feature. So here we're doing a zoom in. There's some material, and this is that really large block that slid down off of the hill down toward Kilauea Iki. It slid as the interior was still hot. And then down here at the bottom we see the Kilauea Iki floor. Very rare, kind of a rare feature that I haven't seen before. Again, here we are. This is farther down into Kilauea Iki Crater. There's the hill. The Desolation Trail is on the other side of that hill. You can see the sort of like a bathtub ring around the crater itself. Because once the crater crusted over, the material started to escape from underneath, and then we had a collapse here. Of course, this material I'm looking at right here has crumbled and cracked and fallen in. And that's where I'm headed, across there. Now we're on the floor of Kilauea Iki, and looking at this interesting area here where, again, like the bathtub ring before, you can see the material has collapsed after the molten material. This would have been a very bad place to stand in 1954, but today it's safe, but there's more steam here than I would have expected. I'm seeing more today than I saw 10 years ago. If I swing over to the right, I don't know if you can see that or not, there's a little more steam coming up. But this ledge here is very steamy. I wonder if something has recently fallen in here. Maybe an earthquake in the last year caused something to fall apart here and release some of the steam. So here's a scan from the middle of Kilauea Iki Crater, looking back in the direction I've come. There's the hill with the block of material that has slid off. There's a ledge between Kilauea Iki and Kilauea Caldera, which is just over that ledge. In the distance, that low, flat hill at the top there is Mauna Loa in the distance. Come across here, you can see the material that slid down, and also see the bathtub ring very clearly here. Kilauea Crater, and some small steam vents, more like what I would have expected on the floor here. These little small steam vents rising up. And that's pretty much a complete panorama. And now I get the fun task of climbing that hill to the overlook in the Thurston lava tube area. Well, as you can see, I made it out, and I'm on the rim of Kilauea Iki, looking down at the trail and the hill on the far side, and over the top of the ledge, Byron Ledge there, you can see into the Kilauea Summit Caldera, and back in that direction, just over the hill, you can see parts of Halimamau, which is the summit crater on Kilauea, the home of Pele, and then again, underneath that big cloud bank is the summit of Mauna Loa in the distance. I don't know if you can hear them, but all day today on my hike through this forest of ohia and tree palms, tree ferns. There's been just an amazing amount of bird song. Seen 4 Kalish pheasants and heard more, but those are introduced species. They're cool. Anyway, today on my hike, looking again into Kilauea Iki there, across over to Halimaumau. I'm going through this forest on the caldera rim, as well as along the edges of the caldera in the crater. And I think maybe you can hear the bird song. Bird song's been just incredible. Here's a very nice tree fern right there. And of course I'm here without my bird book, so I'll have to come back another year with a good bird book and my binoculars. A lot of patience. See what I can find. I'm on the Crater Rim Drive, or actually this is the old Crater Rim Drive. This is now the trail that goes along the edge of Kilauea Caldera near Volcano Inn. And you can see right here, this road doesn't go anywhere. And that's because there was an earthquake a few decades ago, and a part of this road actually fell into the caldera. So it's glad I'm nearing the end of my walk, and over here ahead of me in this direction is where the Volcano Inn is, where I started. And when I began my walk, I hiked down onto the Kilauea Caldera floor. You can see some trails down there. This trail way down here in the foreground is actually a trail that I hiked this morning. And on the way over the ledge here, which is off that direction, and then Kilauea Iki, which is behind those trees there. And here we're out looking out across Kilauea Caldera. There's Halimaumau Crater, which is apparently directly over the top of the lava source that feeds the volcano. And over in that direction is where the observatory and the museum are, top of the hill there, and then under that cloud bank again is Mauna Loa. The largest volcano on Earth, Mauna Loa, is also active, but hasn't erupted for 20 or 30 years, but could erupt again sometime soon. So here's the parking lot at the top of the road. This is on the side of Mauna Loa, 6,600 feet.
First time we've ever been to Mauna Loa, huh?
Well,
wow, this is pretty cool. This is some view.
Looking down over the top of Kilauea, it's Kilauea Caldera in the distance there. Halimaumau Crater, I think, is probably where there's the steam vents on the side of Kilauea Caldera. You can see on the horizon there.
Yeah, I was noticing that. I was going to ask you about that.
The ocean in the far distance. It's a 3 to 4 day round trip hike from here to the top of Mauna Loa and back.
Probably not right now for us.
No, you have to get adjusted to the altitude because
and physically fit and be healthy.
Goes from 6,600 feet where we are up over 12,000, 13,000 feet.
Yeah. You don't want to do it when you're